little fox.
Baking magic. Martin laughed as Laura looked for the breakfast cereal.
The Frosted Loops are all gone. I ate them all.
Laura scowled at her little brother, grabbed a banana, and sat down. Her older sister was dressed in her taekwondo uniform, bragging about her lessons.
My test is tomorrow, and I'm definitely going to get a black belt because I'm the best.
Willow's voice went on.
Morning, Mom,
Laura said as her mother hurried past carrying books. Mom's latest charity project was collecting books for a homeless shelter. She was so busy with that, she didn't notice Laura.
being the middle child stinks.
Laura thought suddenly. Willow got lots of attention for taekwondo. Martin got even more attention because he was constantly getting into trouble. Laura sometimes felt lost among her family, invisible even. Mom finally noticed her.
Oh, Laura, I have a task for you.
I have lots of homework.
Laura protested.
I also want to do some baking.
Baking again?
Mom smiled.
You're just like great-grandmother Lucy.
Laura had heard stories about Lucy, who had been a middle child too. Just like Laura, she had loved to bake. She had even created her own recipes.
This won't take long.
Mom said.
Go through your old belongings in the attic and gather some books from my donation pile.
Laura flicked on the attic light and quickly spotted the storage bin with her old books. She grabbed a few books and dropped them into a bag.
Done,
she thought.
Now it's baking time.
Just then, a dusty box labeled Lucy's Cookbooks caught her eye. Intrigued, Laura knelt down and lifted the flaps. Dust flew into the air, oddly swirling above an old scrapbook.
Baking magic.
Laura read.
Cool! Lucy's recipes.
On page 1, there was a strange inscription. Recipes for a sweet family. Magic lasts for 3 hours. Minutes later, Laura stood in the kitchen, trying to decide which recipe to try while Martin read over her shoulder.
Ooh,
He said.
sticky sweet honey buns. Bake those.
Laura shrugged.
Okay.
Soon, the smell of honey filled the kitchen. Laura handed Martin a warm bun. He quickly ate it. She waited for his insults, but instead, he suddenly threw his arms around her.
I'll never tease you again,
Martin said.
I love you.
Huh?
Laura hugged him back, her eyes landing on baking magic. Martin had never acted this sweetly. Did Lucy's recipe have anything to do with it? A while later, Willow and Mom tried the buns too.
Delicious!
Willow said.
Fantastic! I wish I was good at baking like you.
Your great-grandma's recipes always tasted so magical.
Mom said with a smile. She sat down at the kitchen table and patted the chair next to her.
Come sit down, Laura. It's been so long since we've had a nice talk.
For an hour, everyone praised Laura, giving her lots of attention as they ate the rest of the honey buns. Finally, Laura headed to the computer to start working on her stack of homework assignments. She grinned, remembering the inscription in the cookbook. Lucy's magical recipes had definitely worked. As Laura typed, Martin leaned in from behind her.
Need any help?
Thanks, but...
He leaned closer.
I'll just keep you company then.
Laura!
Mom called from upstairs.
I miss you! You just saw me.
Laura mumbled. Willow poked her head in the room.
Are you going to do more baking? You are the best baker. No, you are the best sister ever.
I'm your only sister.
Laura thought. As she typed, she couldn't concentrate because Martin kept complimenting her. Then Mom entered the room.
Let's go shopping, Laura. I want to spend the rest of the day with you.
Willow tugged at Laura's arm.
Teach me how to bake just like you do.
Laura buried her face in her hands, telling herself that the magic would wear off soon. She couldn't wait to return to being the family's invisible middle child. In the meantime, she had one more task to complete, adding baking magic to Mom's donation pile.